Christmas at -71 degrees Celsius inside one day in the coldest village on earth. The cold doesn't knock, it kicks the door in. At -71 degrees Celsius, Christmas morning doesn't feel festive, it feels hostile. Breath freezes, metal bites skin, fuel turns to jelly, and yet people wake up, light fires, eat breakfast and go to work. This is not a myth, not a survival show, and not a dare. This is one real day in the coldest, permanently inhabited village on Earth, a place where winter rewrites the rules of life. Welcome back to the Last GlobalWar Fronts. Let's get straight into it. Morning when the air hurts. At -71 degrees Celsius, night never really lets go. The sun shows up late and weak, barely lifting above the horizon. The first rule of survival here is simple. You do not rush. Moving too fast makes you sweat, and sweat kills. Moisture freezes. Frostbite doesn't announce itself, it just takes what it wants. People wake up layered head to toe. No exposed skin. Not for a second. Eyelashes freeze together. Noses sting instantly. Breathing through the fabric is mandatory because raw air can damage lungs. This isn't drama. This is biology. Engines are already running outside. Cars are never turned off in deep winter. If you shut one down, it may never start again until spring. Fuel thickens. Batteries die. During World War II, the same problem destroyed vehicles across the Eastern Front. Cold was an enemy that didn't need bullets. Clothing is not fashion, it's engineering. Nothing worn here is accidental. Every layer has a job. Inner layers trap heat, middle layers hold air. Outer layers block wind. Cotton is avoided because it holds moisture. Fur and modern insulation dominate because they work even when damp. This is one of the oldest survival truths, and honestly, it hasn't changed since World War II. Soldiers who survived extreme cold weren't tougher. They were smarter about heat management. Stay dry, stay covered, stay slow. Hands are the priority, feet come second, face protection comes third. Lose any of those and, well, the day ends early. Food that fights the cold. At these temperatures, calories are survival fuel. People eat heavy, fatty meals early in the day. Frozen food is normal. Meat is stored outdoors like it's in a natural freezer. Nothing spoils, nothing melts. Hot liquid is life. Tea, broth, anything warm. Not for comfort, for circulation. The body burns energy constantly just to stay alive, and if you don't replace it, the cold wins. World War II armies learned this lesson the hard way. Troops without enough calories collapse faster than those under fire. Cold doesn't care about courage. Homes built to resist the planet itself. Buildings here don't sit on the ground, they hover above it. The earth beneath is permanently frozen, and heat from a house can melt it, causing collapse. So homes are raised, insulated, sealed tight. Windows are small, walls are thick. Every crack is an enemy. Heating systems never stop. Firewood, coal or fuel is checked daily. Failure is not an inconvenience, it's fatal. This mirrors wartime bunkers and shelters. In World War II, survival structures weren't comfortable. They were efficient. Heat retention mattered more than space. Tight was safe. Work doesn't stop just because it's Christmas. Life goes on. Schools open, jobs happen, animals are fed. Time outdoors is limited and planned. 30 minutes outside without proper gear can mean permanent injury. Children learn cold discipline early. You don't touch metal with bare skin. You don't lick anything. You don't remove gloves. Ever. This level of discipline is the same mindset that separated survivors from casualties in World War II winters. The environment punished mistakes instantly. Christmas without illusion. Christmas here is quieter, smaller, more practical. Decorations stay inside, gatherings are short, candles are rare because open flames are risky in sealed spaces. Gifts are useful. Gloves, socks, tools. Warmth is love. And yet there is celebration. Food is shared, stories are told, music plays, because morale matters. In World War II, maintaining morale in brutal conditions was as important as weapons. People who believed tomorrow mattered fought harder and lived longer. The body versus the cold. At minus 71 degrees Celsius, exposed skin can freeze in under a minute. Frostbite starts silently. Fingers lose feeling. Skin turns pale, then waxy, then black. People check each other constantly. A white patch on a cheek can save a life if caught early. Warm slowly. Never rub frozen skin. Never use direct heat. These are the same field lessons medics used during World War II. Cold injuries sidelined more soldiers than enemy fire in some campaigns. Why this matters beyond the cold. This village isn't just a curiosity, it's a living survival manual. Everything here strips life down to essentials: heat, food, shelter, discipline. Modern prepping often focuses on gear. This place teaches mindset. Preparation beats panic. Routine beats heroics. Respect the environment or it ends you. World War II proved that technology alone doesn't win wars. Adaptation does. Those who learned fastest survived longest. Night returns and the cycle repeats. By afternoon, the sun is already fading. Temperatures drop even further. People retreat indoors. Engines keep running. Fires keep burning. Another day completed. No headlines, no applause, just survival done right. And that's the real lesson. Extreme environments don't reward bravado. They reward consistency. If this deep dive into real-world survival, history and human endurance gave you value, make sure you subscribe to the Last GlobalWar Fronts. Share this with someone who thinks cold is just an inconvenience. And stay sharp. History still has lessons to teach us.